experimenting quite a bit those past few months when it comes to what people want, how the future might look like, and like the question I ask myself is like is the consumer dying? Because more and more people are starting to produce content, right? Like you have Medium, you have Snapchat, you have YouTube, you have all of these platforms, and people start to what I realized and what I felt is people want to know how to do stuff. So you have all of these platforms like Udemy, Share a Skill, where you can learn all of these things. And I thought, wait a minute, that's an interesting trend going on right there. So instead of just consuming content, everybody wants to go and start producing content. And what I felt is like, okay, I'm gonna venture into this thing and gonna start teaching people all sorts of things. So I started an email course called Zero to Influencer, where I teach people all sorts of things and like how to build up a social media presence with Twitter, with Facebook, on Quora. But the overall feedback I got, or also what I felt like, is that um, a lot of people are even too lazy to implement all of these things. So a trend that I see coming up is that people will more and more go away from platforms like Udemy and Skillshare because people are just too lazy. And what's going to happen is that a lot of content is already about teaching people how to do things, but I think like the future is about not teaching people how to do things, but offering a service for people to do this because everybody wants to cash in on the content phenomenon. Everybody wants a piece of the pie. And a way to tap into that potential is to start, for example, an agency that allows people to, for example, someone calls you and says like, look, I want to write a book. Here's a topic. You call this agency, and then they do all the work for you. They write the book for you. So you keep your job. You just want to improve your online presence, but you don't want to put in the work, right? So, because you still have a day job. So you call this agency, you pay them a couple of grands, and then they blast out and they write your entire ebook for you, and you don't have anything to do anymore. And the same thing, like you could offer like websites, right? And I'm not talking about famous people. I'm talking about like the normal person out there, like a guy who has a job who makes maybe a couple of grands a month, wants to position himself or herself online in a way better light. And then you have those agencies that offer those services for not too expensive, not too cheap, but just about enough. So you can build someone's online presence or manage someone's brand. You could even offer all sorts of services like Twitter account management, Facebook account management. I think that's where the future is going, and that's already a lot of like some people already started experimenting with this. There's even like an agency from Tucker Max. It's called I think Book in a Box, where he offers exactly that. I think that's going to be the future where agencies are going to offer all sorts of services to individuals who have enough cash, who are not famous yet, but who want to polish up their online presence to maybe get a better job, to get a promotion or whatever kind of thing. So that's my thought on this. I saw it myself, and I'm thinking about how you can leverage that a bit. All right, see you tomorrow.